Times were tough, so I sold my soul. And I don't think I'll ever regain control. Devil looked me in the eye, now I look the other way. What else could I do? I just stared at the doorway, knew I'd rather be drunk with you. I'd rather be drunk.
Hey Internet, Dracofunk here. Welcome back to the Reusable Space Program, Season 4, Episode 19. And on the screen right now are 4 launches happening simultaneously. Yes, I am split screening because I can. And the whole point is I am getting ready to to send an expedition to Eve. And to do so, lots of infrastructure needs to come up, and these are just some of the fuel tanks. And some of the pieces. There's an ore tank, a big liquid tank, a liquid oxygen tank, and a monopropellant tank. Now, I had already launched a liquid tank in orbit, and I am going to place these on spacecraft to send to Eve. I've now gotten all 4 of these in orbit, and I am going to land the boosters and recover them. I'm trying to make it so my orbits are not too crowded. I still have some problems with that. But I have some ideas, and I'm going to begin, I'm going to begin taking care of that. Like, there's still going to be a bunch of stuff in orbit because this is the Reusable Space Program, so everything either goes up or comes down. Wait, that doesn't make sense. No, it goes up and stays up or comes down. But all the boosters have landed and can be recovered. And I can start launching the next pieces of infrastructure up to go to Eve. Now, I'm going to place a space station in orbit of Eve and then do mining on Gilly. So right here is the Ares craft. It's holding the rear fuel tank for the space tanker, which was damaged. But I landed the space tanker, I've relaunched it, and I only need to place this fuel tank on the back. Now, I had a weird thing happen, during this, so there is a slight weird cut where my whole computer crashed and blue screened, and I was afraid I'd lost footage, but apparently I didn't, and I was able to get back. So there is a little bit of a weird cut. Just trying to get in. It's a really tight space, and the computer crashed right about here. Alright, so now we're into the new footage. I was able to manage to get that cut. It was actually just a little bit after that, but when I reopened the game, it took me right back to there. That's why I had to cut to where I was about to undock. But I'm going to use the Ares craft to grab the fuel tanks, and I'm slightly concerned that the Ares can't move the big fuel tanks. I'm going to try it one time just to be sure. If not, that's a job for the space trucks. Oh yeah, I should probably put the solar panels out. I don't want it to run out of electricity. Alright, so this is the space station core I launched last episode, I think. And I'm going to place this on the back of the mining ship. Now, back in the day, old KSP didn't really seem to care if there was stuff in front of the engines, or at least not as much. But I have to be cognizant of that now. So this is just a reuse of the Duna station core. I kind of wish I'd put another big docking port on top of that lander cam. That's okay. I'm going to... I don't have any launched right now, but I need to remember at some point in time to send up some docking infrastructure. I kind of like how all my space stations are very similar, but each one is configured a little bit differently, and I think that kind of works well. Alright, there's the mining craft. Everything is moving around. I'm trying to use the mat lounge docking method, and I just want to make sure that the engines are free to fire on the mining ship, because it's going to be a little bit before I actually go to Eve. Alright. Now I think I'm going to grab the ore tank first, because I know that'll work. And I also have the docking truss. Well, not the docking truss, the power truss with that holds the fuel tanks. Do I want to put that on the mining ship? let's go ahead and grab that first. And then I'll go and grab the ore tank. Might need to refuel first. So the Ares is one of the longest craft that's been in orbit. It helped build Enterprise Station by doing what it's doing right now, is just going around and picking up pieces that I've put in orbit and towing them back into place. So it's one of the most useful craft I've used throughout this entire space program. It's kind of the OG space truck. Uses liquid engines, not the nuclear engines. I kind of wish there was a liquid fuel tank that was in line with that size of fuel tanks. Because I kind of want to make a nuclear-powered version of the Ares, which I know would technically just be another form of the space trucks. There we are. Now, whoops, wrong way, wrong way, wrong way. Too much, too much. Okay, now the problem is I am attached to the big docking port, and I need to attach it to the mining ship also through the big docking port. So I'm going to have to switch. I think instead of like trying to just dock it, I can just kind of put it in the way and use the mining ship to dock. It's got a little bit of rotation on it. Not enough to matter. Let's see if I can line it up right so I don't have to do anything once I get to Eve. Everything's a little... That's okay. That's close enough. Having problems with the naming of the station. Keeps wanting to revert back to the space bus, and I don't know why. It's the naming priorities I gotta fix. So now that That's all taken care of. I need to go back to Enterprise Station first to refuel. I could probably do the mission with the fuel I have, but that might be running it a little bit close, and I don't want to run the risk of running out of fuel. I am due to do some fuel runs here soon because I have the 2 tankers heading to Minmus. I should probably send this tanker to the Mun and have it fill up and bring another load back to the Enterprise Station. I think I have 1 whole orange tank full and another partial. I am pretty full up on monopropellant. Actually, I have an abundance of monopropellant right now. I can't offload everything that's on the tanker. Well, I did have a full load. Actually, I still might because I think there's some excess fuel on the tanker. This is the other tanker that I'm sending. This will be the Eve tanker. Oh, we are about at the episode time. So I'm probably going to go ahead and stop here, and I'll do the rest later. But hey, thanks for watching. Do the like and subscribe, hit the bell, all that. And I'll see you next week while I continue to get ready for Eve.